So in SN1 mechanism, we studied about tertiary butyl bromide. Tertiary butyl bromide. So how it converts into p-butyl alcohol. P-butyl bromide into p-butyl alcohol. But conversion of p-butyl bromide, p-butyl alcohol occur by SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanism. But how it takes place, I explained in detail with two steps. There is a step 1, ionization of p-butyl bromide, and step 2, attack of nucleophile on carbocation. And also it explained about characteristics of SN1 mechanism. So in SN1 mechanism, carbocation is formed. Carbocation is formed. Then this carbocation stabilized by maybe resonance or hyperconjugation effect or inductive effect. If it is stabilized by resonance or H effect, then yes, that molecule can undergo what SN1 mechanism. If it is not stabilized, if a species formed in the reaction not stabilized, then that can undergo what SN2 mechanism. So yesterday I used p-butyl bromide as example. I will take other example. CH2 double bond, CH single bond, CH2 Cl. This is called allyl chloride. This is said to be allyl chloride. Then, even though it is primary carbon, halogen carbon saturated, it is primary. But this undergoes hydrolysis by SN1. But yesterday I told tertiary alkyls undergo hydrolysis by SN1. But here primary, it is exceptional case. Then see why it can undergo hydrolysis by SN1. So when it dissociates, step 1 mechanism, the ionization of RX or alkyl halide, then it can form carbocation plus Cl minus ion. And this carbocation formed is resonance stabilized. There is on adjacent carbon there is a pi bond, hence pi bond can shift towards what positive charge. Therefore, we can write one more structure, CH2 positive single bond, CH double bond, CH2. This is called a resonance structure. These are said to be resonance structures of what allylic carbocation. This it is stabilized by resonance. But resonance stabilization, yes, it is stronger than what hyperconjugation effect. Therefore, even allyl halides also undergo SN1 mechanism because they can form stable carbocation. And similarly, benzyl halides. In case of benzyl halide, benzyl carbocation is formed. And this also undergo what resonance or resonance stabilization. Yes, we can write. Then further, it is stabilized by resonance or delocalization of pi electrons. Next, one more structure. Yes, because of these structures, whatever carbocation is here, and there is a stabilized by resonance. Therefore, benzyl halide, allyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide. Yes, all these undergoes what hydrolysis by SN1 mechanism because they can form stabilized or resonance stabilized or hyperconjugative structures. Even stabilized carbocation is formed in case of SN1. Okay. Now see in SN2 what happened? SN2 reactions. Second mechanism, SN2 mechanism. Now, long form SN2 stands for bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction or substitution nucleophilic second order reaction or second order kinetics. Then now, primary halides, methyl halide and primary halide, secondary halide, tertiary halide. One degree, 2 degree, 3 degree methyl. So by SN2 mechanism, yes, correct order, methyl halides are more reactive than primary, secondary, tertiary. And see why it is called undergoing hydrolysis by SN2 mechanism. Means a mechanism I will explain in detail why this molecule is preferred in the SN2 mechanism. Okay. Then in general, see which type of compounds can undergo hydrolysis by SN2. Alkyl halides such as methyl chloride, 100% it can undergo hydrolysis by SN2. And primary halide about 10%. Then secondary halides 0.5%. Tertiary halide 0%. Therefore, preferred one methyl halide. Or we can say primary halides or methyl halides undergo hydrolysis by SN2 mechanism. Then this SN2 mechanism is a single step mechanism. It is a single step mechanism, but SN1 mechanism, two-step mechanism. And yesterday I told ionization step and attack of nucleophile, 2 steps. But here in the single step we can explain SN2 mechanism. Now take one example, methyl halide, it is a CS3Cl, methyl chloride. By taking methyl, what we can explain? Methyl chloride on heating with KOH. Yesterday I told solvent, important is solvent. Non-polar solvent or aprotic non-polar solvent, it may be DMF, dimethyl formamide. It is preferred in what SN mechanism. KOH dissolved in DMF, and they provide OH ion. OH ion is a nucleophile which is stronger than Cl. It can displace Cl. But attack of OH on this carbon is opposite or rear side of the leaving group. Therefore, we can get CS3OH plus KCl. Here I written direct CS3OH, but actually in mechanism OH comes in the left side. Now, so the reaction is methyl chloride on heating with potassium hydroxide. Then it can give methyl alcohol and undergoes SN reaction, nucleophilic substitution, or bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Then in the mechanism, means before the mechanism, we have to explain it is rate and order of reaction. But in the previous classes, I explained about rate and order of reaction. And when you write rate law for this, rate equal to K into Rx, there is methyl halide into nucleophile OH. When you carry out the reaction by taking concentration of Rx and OH, when you double the concentration of Rx, rate doubled. Double the concentration of OH, rate doubled. So this therefore order with respect to methyl halide is 1. Order with respect to nucleophile is also 1. Therefore, order of reaction equal to Definition of order: sum of the powers of molar concentration terms in rate law. That is called order of reaction. Therefore, add these two. So this indicates here you have to give more importance to nucleophile. So strong nucleophile is required because here OH and RX both are involved in the reaction. And when you change the concentration of OH or RX, then the rate changes. Therefore, importance given to here nucleophile, or it is a strong nucleophile in what S-enter mechanism. Then order of reaction is found to be second order. Second order. It is a second order kinetics. Now in S-enter mechanism, now on the electrode, it is a single step mechanism in which the nucleophile OH ion, nucleophile can attack the carbon from rear side of the leaving group. And here simultaneously elimination of Cl and attack of OH occur. Whenever OH slowly attacks on the C, then slowly this Cl bond or CCl bond break. Then it can form a transition state. There is unstable state called a transition state. See, you write a complete structure. There is a mechanism, S-enter mechanism, and there we can study in detail about the S-enter mechanism. OH ion, which is the nucleophile, it can attract methyl chloride and nucleophile OH ion. So when the nucleophile attacks the carbon from rear side of the leaving group or leaving halide ion. So as Cl is more electronegative than carbon, hence it can attract shared pair of electron towards itself and the carbon positive and Cl negative. But there is actually this is the slow step. Means slowly these two combine. Then carbon with 5 bonds is formed. That is called unstable state or transition state. OH partial bond character, OH H So we get a transition state. Now you can see carbon, which is a pentavalent, but actually carbon is tetravalent, but here it is pentavalent. If carbon is pentavalent, trivalent, then it is said to be unstable. Now this unstable species immediately is split up. Means when CCl bond completely break, then COH bond completely formed. Now interesting point here, OH group opposite of Cl. Means the molecule is what completely inverted. So before like this, after this one, it is said to be inversion. It is called inversion. Means in the S-enter mechanism we can observe inversion of configuration. Inversion of configuration. Therefore we get C OH H plus Cl minus. This is methanol. So this is actually mechanism of what? SN2 reactions or SN2 mechanism. So it is also important in few papers, maybe 2 to 3 papers, this question appeared, and this also carrying 2 to 3 marks. 2 to 3 marks. Make it in 2 mark question or 3 mark question on SN2 mechanism. Yes, how to write answer under this question. Explain SN2 mechanism by taking suitable example, or write SN2 mechanism by using methyl chloride. So first you write like this. With 2 mark question, write first clearly this one and explain in brief. Okay. So in SN2 mechanism, it is a single step mechanism in which attack of nucleophile and injection of halide ion takes place simultaneously. Attack of nucleophile and injection of halide ion takes place simultaneously. So this is important point in what SN2 mechanism. Next, the nucleophile attacks the rear side of the carbon. Then the leaving group, when it undergo what are partially dissociated, then here partially formed. OS group partially forms a bond and CCl bond what partially broken, and that can be shown in the transition state. Here is the transition state. There is a partial breaking of CCl bond and partial formation of OS bond. At the end, when CCl bond breaks completely, then we get a product what? Methanol. Product methanol with complete inversion of configuration. With complete inversion of configuration. Next. See the characteristics of SN2 mechanism. Characteristics. Its main characteristic, number 1, it follows a second order reaction. SN2 mechanism follows second order kinetics because rate depend upon concentration of alkyl halide and concentration of nucleophile. Then second point, order of reactivity. So methyl halide first, then second primary, third secondary, and last tertiary. But it is opposite in SN1 mechanism. Opposite in SN1 mechanism. Then here I told nucleophile, there is a strong nucleophile required. But in case of what SN1, even weak nucleophile can be used in SN1. Then polar solvents required in SN1, but here non-polar solvent like DMF. Non-polar solvents can be used in case of what SN2. Then the product molecule undergo inversion of configuration, but in SN1 that undergoes racemization. We get racemic mixture, plus isomer and minus isomer in case of what SN1 mechanism. A weak nucleophile required in what SN1, whereas strong nucleophile required in SN2. Then we can write like this. Then even in what inversion in SN2 inversion occur, and in SN1 yes racemization occur, and nucleophile can attack this from rear side of the leaving group, whereas in SN1 nucleophile can attack from either side, above the plane or below the plane, to give racemic mixture. Like this we can give differences between SN1, SN2 mechanisms. So this also occurred in exams. Give any 2 differences or 3 or 4 differences. But I give about 7 to 8 differences. Out of 8 difference, write any 2 or 3 or up to 4, depend upon marks. If it is a 2 mark question, better you write minimum 2 up to 3 to 4. But minimum 2 difference you would write in case of SN1, SN2. Again, we will analyze by taking different examples. Yes. Why methyl halide can undergo hydrolysis by SN2? Why not tertiary halide? Okay, then we can study. Now see here, transition states for primary, second, tertiary. H, C, H, H, Cl. OH ion. This is primary. Methyl halide. Small group. Hydrogen atom small. Then OH ion easily attacks on the carbon. And this is 100% possible. Or we can let it be, it is given as 30 according to NCERT book. They give here 30 or 100%. Next, if it is a methyl group, one methyl group, yes. See, attack of OH difficult because of bulky group methyl. There are 3 hydrogens on the carbon and is methyl group is bulky group. Therefore, let it be 1% or it is 1. 30, it is 1. Because of one methyl group, 1. Next, C. Yes, attack of OH again difficult because of bulky group or steric effect or steric hindrance of the group. And here 0.02, 1 0.02 means possibility very less. 100% possible, here also possible, but the possibility very very less. Then last C. Yes, 0%. Means OH cannot attack on the carbon from rear side because of 3 bulky groups. If there are 3 large groups or bulky groups, OH cannot attack. Therefore, methyl halides are preferred and the primary halides can undergo. Secondary halides depend upon nature of the solvent. But tertiary halides only what SN1 mechanism and primary halides or methyl halide SN2 mechanism. Secondary halides may be SN1, SN2. Okay. Next, this is in case of what? And transition state. See here, C, H, 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 OH, H. Sorry, Cl. Your transition state. I will ask some questions on this. Methyl chloride undergo hydrolysis by SN2 mechanism, give reason. Methyl chloride undergo hydrolysis by SN2 mechanism, give reason. So answer is methyl chloride react with nucleophile like OH ion to form methanol. Then in reaction, yes, it can form a stable, there is a transition state. Because of small group, it is possible. All H atoms are small, possible. Yes, methyl chloride can form transition state. Hence, it can form, it undergo SN2 mechanism. But it cannot form, methyl chloride cannot form. See here. Methyl plus not stabilized by resonance or hyperconjugation, therefore only backward is possible, forward not possible. So this shows methyl plus not stable. Then if it is unstable species, it cannot undergo SN1, but it can undergo SN2 because they can produce what? Transition state. Next, similarly, tertiary halides, CS3CCl, CS3CS3, it can form C plus CS3CS3 CS3 plus Cl minus. Yes. When tertiary butyl chloride or tertiary halide undergo hydrolysis, ionization to give carbocation, and this carbocation is what stabilized by hyperconjugation effect, or even benzyl halide by resonance and allyl halide by resonance. Anyway, if a stable carbocation is formed, then they can undergo hydrolysis by SN1. Means tertiary alkylides undergo hydrolysis by SN1 mechanism, not by SN2 mechanism, because they can form stable carbocation and they cannot form stable transition state due to bulky alkyl groups. Okay, so these are the characteristics and the significance of SN1 and SN2 mechanisms. So SN1, SN2, these reactions will repeat many times in other topics like ether, then alcohol, even what earlier ketones. In different topics we are using SN1, SN2 concept. SN1, SN2 concept. Then in previous classes I told preparations, how to prepare what alkyl halides from alcohols and from alkanes, etc. Then I'll give you some examples. So fill in the blank. Like these questions you get in exam. Compound is given and SOCl2, fill in the blank. Then second, so write only major products. Write only major product. Then so it is a phenol, hydrocarbon and alkene. Okay, so I told the method how to write the products. And you write only major product, not minor. Major product. Okay, phenol, cyclohexanol. Cyclohexanol plus thionyl chloride. And catalyst pyridine. Yes, function of this I told. What is the function of SOCl2? What is the importance of SOCl2 on organic reactions? And it can replace OH by Cl. Okay, so answer. Ring with Cl plus SO2 plus HCl. Here SO2 plus HCl. And name of this compound chlorocyclohexane. This is the answer. So we get in one more questions in theory paper. Complete the following equation. Write main organic compound structure. These you can leave it, but important organic compound structure. And this method is a Darjan process. Next, it is a hydrocarbon, is an alkane compound or hydrocarbon compound. Bromine in presence of light. This also I covered in the previous classes. See here, bromine in presence of light, then it can undergo substitution reaction with what? These H atoms. Methyl H, secondary H, primary H. So which H is most reactive? So answer tertiary H, and I told here you would write more stable product or major product, and your major product is major product. Now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon. Carbon to chloro and cyclohexyl. CH and CY. Therefore Cl first. Then 2 chloro, 2 cyclohexyl propane. 2 chloro, 2 cyclohexyl propane. And this one 1, 2, 3 isopropyl cyclohexane, but better you have to say like this: 1, 2, 3, 2 cyclohexyl propane, 2 cyclohexyl propane. Last cyclohexene. This compound is cyclohexene. Bromine and heat. Bromine and heat. Next, this side bromine in CCl4. Bromine heat, bromine CCl4. See what happened. So temperature is around 400 degree. This at higher temperature or heating, you can say on heating. Then now you have to remember here alkene, and on heating with bromine it can undergo allylic substitution. Allylic. It undergoes allylic substitution. But don't write bromine added here and you get Br. No. If it is heating with bromine, then it undergoes allylic. And here allylic carbon, double bond, next carbon C, single bonded allylic. Here also it is allylic. So these carbons are called allylic carbons. Now replace one of the H of allylic carbon by bromine. Therefore we get here or here, both are same. And write its IUPAC name. Numbering 1, 2, 3. Okay. Name 3 bromo cyclohex 1-ene. 3 bromo cyclohex 1-ene. This is one side. Okay. Next, same chemical, bromine, cyclohexene, but a condition different, CCl4. In place of CCl4, bromine can add, but trans addition occur, but not substitution. Now it undergo addition, but trans addition. Therefore, we get product